Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. By the name of Almighty God, the most compassionate and the most merciful, I welcome you all to your own channel. We have got a simple question for this week. We have a function fx. It is root sine to the power minus 1 to x plus pi divided by 6. Now, what's the domain of the function? I think if we have fu, which is root u. Now, what's the domain of this one? U should be greater or equal than 0. Now, what's u in here? I think it is sine inverse 2x plus pi divided by 6. It should be equal or greater than 0. We can solve this one. Very simple. Now we have sine to the power minus 1 or sine inverse of 2x. It should be equal or greater than minus pi divided by 6. Now we have the domain of the sine theta, I mean sine inverse theta. It is equal or smaller than pi divided by 2 and equal greater than minus pi divided by 2. And also we have for cosine inverse, it is smaller than pi and greater or equal to the 0. For tangent also we have the same like the sine inverse. Now check this value. If this value is placed between minus pi divided by 2 up to pi divided by 2, so it is right. Else, we cannot define the domain of this function. What does it mean? It means the value which we can put for sine inverse of theta, it is from minus pi divided by 2 greater and equal up to pi divided by 2 equal or smaller. We have the domain of sine inverse of theta. Now this is sine inverse of 2x. It means sine inverse of 2x. It should be, the value should be, in here the question is the value should be greater than minus pi divided by 6. Now check this one. If this minus pi divided by 6 is placed in here or not? Yes, we have in here 0. We have here pi divided by 6. Here we have minus pi divided by 6. In here we have pi divided by 3. And in here we have minus pi divided by 3. The value of sine inverse of 2x, it should be greater than minus pi divided by 6. This is minus pi divided by 6. And the value should be equal or greater in here. Up to where? Up to, I think, up to this one. It means sine inverse of 2x should be greater than minus pi divided by 6. What is the last interval? It should be smaller than pi divided by 2. Now solve this one for the x. Now, how can we find x? First, we have to omit or delete the sign. It means take the sign on both sides. It means sine of minus pi divided by 6. Also, equal smaller sine to the power minus 1 to x and is equal or smaller than sine pi divided by 2. What's the sign of this minus pi divided by 6? It is minus 30. I think it is minus 1 divided by 2. Smaller. Now in here, we have a combination of a function with its inverse. What is the combination of the function with its inverse? It means if we have f to the power minus 1 of u, it is u. In here, sine with sine minus 1, they are inverse of each other. We can cancel each other. Now the value is u. What is u? It is 2x. Smaller than 1. What is sine of 90? It is 1. Now solve this one for the x. It means we have to divide both sides by 2. So it would be minus 1 divided by 4. Smaller, it is x, and smaller 1 divided by 2. This is the answer. Also you can write in interval. Minus 1 divided by 4. It is greater and equal. It means we have a closed interval of minus 1 divided by 4 up to 1 divided by 2. It is also a closed interval. What do you think? I think number 1 is the right answer. By the way, Allah Hafiz.